and Negroni.
I was going to say the same thing.
Magliato.
Mm.
With Prosecco in it.
Oh, stunning.
Yeah.
You choked on popcorn, yes, and then...
Sorry.
I don't think Jesus turned water into Prosecco. I've always said that. I've always said that.
Now cheer for us, motherfuckers.
Hi.
I'm tired of you. I tire of you.
Is it so lame that we do our own applause?
Cheering. I don't know.
It's been going on since the beginning. We have to keep
we can't stop now. It's like a staple.
Yeah, and if it's lame, it's because we know it's lame.
And we want to be lame.
And that's like our style.
All right. I was pumped to record yesterday, and you were like, I'm watching a movie. And I was like,
what?
Fine. I'll go do something else instead. That was definitely not what I wanted to do anyway.
Play video games?
Oh, do we want to talk about that? That's one of my topics.
Yeah, what were you playing?
I was playing, drumroll please.
Oh, you're going to do it?
Rock Band!
Ah,
I haven't
so
stopped
old.
either.
Throwback.
And I told you, I said, beforehand, I was like, I've been spending a lot of money. That's what I've been spending it on. Songs.
Okay.
They're $2 each.
Oh!
For DLC songs.
Oh my god. Okay, that makes sense. I didn't know you had to purchase them.
Well, it comes with the set songs, and there's some good ones in there. Mm-hmm. So, okay, first off, let's just talk about this whole process, right? So, what was it? Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday? Or was it Thursday? Thursday, Dutch Bros came out with their fall drink. Or no, it was the day that they announced their fall drinks were coming out. We'll talk about that later. But alongside that, they came out with merch, fall cozy merch. And I really, really wanted one of the hoodies. So I logged on to their website as soon as it launched to try to get one. And then I was like, it'll be fine. They're not going to sell out. Let me go order my food first for lunch. And so I went to go order my food. Got done. It was 12:06. Merch launched at 12. Sold out.
Wait, merch for what?
Dutch Bros. Sold out.
Oh my gosh. People are crazy. Yeah. I don't even know what their merch looks like.
Well, this was special merch, and it was here, let me show you a picture if I can.
For fall.
Yeah, but it was really cool. I really wanted it. I'm still kind of salty about it. But it looks like this.
Oh, that is right up your alley.
Yeah.
That was made for you.
And so I was so upset. And the other people I was with went to go shop at another store. And I was like, I'm going to GameStop. And I went in there and I've been eyeballing the new Riffmaster guitar that came out for Fortnite Festival. Mm-hmm. And it's compatible with Rock Band.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I didn't get the hoodie. I was planning on getting the hoodie. Now I'm getting the Rock Band guitar. So I got the Rock Band guitar, right?
There you go.
And then I get back to work, kind of doing some work things, worrying about other things. And then I start GameStop Googling to find out which stores have Rock Band 1 and 2, because those were the two I played when I was a kid. Where's the first two? We played Rock Band. We had Rock Band 1, Rock Band 2, Lego Rock Band, and then the Beatles Rock Band.
Okay.
But I was just looking for the first two. So I found the actual GameStop where I live, in the town where I live, had Rock Band 1 and 2. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go get it. So I get the games, right? There was a whole story there, but I'm not going to tell it. It's too much. Or I can if you want me to. You know what? Let's tell it.
Sure. I'm go ahead.
So I also had to trade in my old phone to make sure I got the credits for it, because it was coming up on time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. This was on Thursday. And I was like, I'll do it tomorrow on Friday on my way home. And then I was looking at the GameStop location. There's an AT&T store right across the street. And I was like, well, I might as well. So I go in and I return my phone, and then I walk over to GameStop across the street, find the 2 games I'm looking for, pew pew, put them in my hand, grab another one. I got Call of Duty World at War because pre-owned Xbox 360 games were like $5. Not that expensive for each of the games, right? Mm-hmm. So I get in line, and there's this guy in front of me who is trading in every console known to man, and there's only one person working at the counter. And I'm sitting there for like a full 20 minutes, just waiting. And then finally, this guy's still up there. Another guy walks out behind the counter to start checking the other people out because we'd been waiting for so long.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I check out, get my games. I come home. And this was Thursday, right? Not Friday. So Friday was when I texted you that I wanted to record. Anyway, so I come home. I'm like, all right, let's pull out the guitar. Let's get it all set up, get ready to go, play some games. And so I get it out. I get it set up, ready to play. I put in the disc for Rock Band 2 because it was the one that looked the least scratched. Rock Band 1 looked kind of scratched. So I put in the disc. It's an Xbox 360 game, which most of those are backwards compatible and able to be played on the newer Xboxes. Rock Band 2 is not one of those games, and neither is Rock Band 1.
Oh my God.
So both of those discs are now rendered useless to me.
Oh my God.
But what is available for my Xbox is Rock Band 4.
Okay.
So I got Rock Band 4.
There you go. We made it.
It doesn't have this, all the songs from Rock Band 1 and 2. If you caught it early enough, if you bought the game early enough, you could get codes to where you could export all your songs to future games. And I could have, that was so long ago, they don't have those codes anymore. Those things don't exist.
Yeah.
And you have to have both Xbox systems to even do it. And so I was like, well, crap. I could go through and buy all the songs, but I'm not going to do that. So instead, I've just been buying songs that I want slowly, just a couple a day. Because they're $2
Slowly,
each.
you're still doing it. You might as well just do it all at once.
Yeah, I've thought about it. There's a big bundle for $41. I was like, should I do it? It's a huge bundle, comes with a lot of songs. But then I was like, I only know 5 or 6 of these.
Yeah.
So what's the point? I really wish what they offered was a downloadable thing, a pack of songs that was Rock Band 1, 2, and all their games. And so you could just pay for that and have all those songs in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I've been rocking out to Rock Band 4 recently, which is what I wanted to do when you said, I really wanted to record, but at the same time I really want to play Rock Band. So when you said, let's not record, I was halfway joking when I said, let's record, because I did really want to play Rock Band.
Okay.
So I came in and played Rock Band. And then, so the controller is supposed to be compatible with PC as well, right?
Okay.
And so a big thing that's been very possible within the last few years is emulation of older console systems on computers. So I downloaded the emulator for the PS3 because the PlayStation systems are easier to emulate than Xbox systems. I got the Rock Band 2 file along with a fan-made Rock Band Deluxe edition. This was all no money to me.
Yeah.
I installed it all, right? Turns out you need a special adapter to make it work for Macs.
Of course.
So, what did I do but shell out $20 for this special adapter, which isn't here yet.
Okay.
But once it gets here, then I'll have the original 2 Rock Bands to play on my computer, which I have a nice size monitor and good speakers hooked up to, so I don't have to worry about shitty sound quality.
Yeah.
But anyway, so all this to say, I'm in a band now. I don't remember what our name is. It's something like Little Baby Diapers or something.
Now.
Yeah, I've been playing through the campaign mode. It's called Rocky Drama, and it's like a fake documentary about your band on Rock Band. It's
Well,
so
I'm glad you're
stupid.
enjoying that.
But I'm having so much fun. And then, so what I also didn't remember from Rock Band as a kid was how much cardio goes into that. Because I'm the kind of guy I'm not just sitting down, playing the game to play the game. I'm getting up. I'm leading. I'm in the concert. I'm on stage. I'm jumping around. I'm moving. I'm getting it. I'm singing along,
Yeah.
Dude, I burned so many calories that night because I didn't eat dinner until I finished playing at 10:30, and then I ordered food. And so I played from the time I came home to like 10:30 at night.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
A rock star. A true rock star.
So, I mean, they kept calling encore, so I kept having to come out, you know?
That's so funny. I played that as a kid. I remember when it first came out, I was always going to, well, this was Guitar Hero. So this is before Rock Band. And, which, you know, but it was at Toys R Us. And like we would always go. I remember the big giant Toys R Us in our town. Our parents would just take us and like, I don't even know if we'd get anything, but we could like, you could go like play the games or you're up and down. It's so weird. I can just like picture it in there. But they had where you can play Rock Band or Guitar Hero, like to practice it. And so I still remember to this day, like in the corner that it was in, like doing that. And I was like, oh my God, I want this. And then I think I ended up like getting it for Christmas. So I had Guitar Hero and then eventually Rock Band and like had the drums.
Yeah.
And like the microphone. And then I think at one point my stepdad bought DJ Hero.
Ugh, that one looks so stupid.
It was like kind of just you're pushing like, it's not, okay, so this, right? You're pushing buttons, but like you're just pushing buttons.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And then you're kind
I've
of.
seen it. Wiki.
Yeah. So like it was so funny because like we would take turns. Like my stepdad would be on the drums. I would be singing. My sister would be playing guitar. And we're just like in a room, like in his, like we would call it his movie room, but like at his house, like of mini concerts. Like, I don't know. It was so fun. And like singing the notes, you had to like try to hit, you know, like lines, where they were. And then we would all just like switch. And I remember just like being on the drums, like I am in a band.
Yeah. No, so like I have a lot of memories with Rock Band. So my grandma, one year for Christmas, she got our family like the Rock Band kit. So it came with everything, like you're talking about, the drums, the mic, the guitar. Yeah. For Xbox 360. And so we would have like Rock Band nights.
Yeah.
Where we, as a whole family, like we had 5 people in our family, but we would like swap one person in and out every once in a while. I usually played the drums for the most part. I played guitar when I played by myself. My dad was always the guitarist because he wanted to play the guitar and he's the dad, so he can kind of do it. My parents ended up buying Rock Band 2 because they would play it after we went to bed and like play the campaign to try to unlock all the songs.
Yeah.
And so they got Rock Band 2, played through that. And what was great was at our old house, we had a surround sound like system, like with speakers hung up in the corners all around.
We had that too.
Yeah. And so we would, like when we had real Rock Band nights, we would put the audio on that and we would just jam out. And so eventually my parents found and bought Lego Rock Band for us kids to play.
Yeah.
So we played Lego Rock Band on our own. And then when we played as a family, we'd usually play normal Rock Band. I got to say, though, like Lego Rock Band, I think those songs on that stuck with me the most because that was the one I played the most.
Yeah.
That one. And then my dad bought the Beatles Rock Band as well.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a huge memory with that game. My dad, as a 30-something-year-old adult, got his wisdom teeth removed.
Okay, wow.
And so this was before we started homeschooling and everything too. So like I was still in public school. Well, the day after, my mom had to go work wherever, and then Blaine and Lucy, my brother and sister, went to school, but my mom had me stay at home with my dad just to be there just in case.
Yeah.
You know, because he was still kind of loopy and everything.
Call or do something.
Yeah, it was for a few days. Like I just stayed at home with my dad. And I remember one of those days we put in the Beatles Rock Band. Like we hadn't had it for very long.
Yeah.
And we went through the campaign, me on drums, him on guitar, and we played through the entire Beatles Rock Band campaign in one day.
Oh my gosh. Simpler times, honestly.
And it was great. And like that, that got me into the Beatles for a while. Like I was really big into the Beatles. I still love the Beatles. And like, I don't know, like just so many good memories with Rock Band. Like when I saw the guitar, I was like I saw it, I think it was when I was in Maryland at one point. Like probably, I think when we were at the schoolhouse together, it was when I first saw it and was like, oh, I really want that.
Was it Joey talking about getting it, or he was talking about the Wii?
I don't know.
Getting a Wii, I think.
But the problem is like if you want like to get like an old Xbox 360, that's fairly affordable, and like the games are affordable for it. But the Rock Band peripherals, so like the drums, the guitar, and the mic for the 360, they don't exist. Like they don't make them brand new anymore, so they're super expensive on eBay. Like I looked up eBay prices, and they were like $500 for the kit.
I wonder if my stepdad still has his stuff like in a storage unit. I need to tell him like, do not get rid of that. You're sitting on a gold mine.
Yeah. So it sucks. Like I'm trying to find out like if there's a way like if I buy the drum kit for the Xbox One, if it'll work on the new Xbox. So I could do like
you gotta get on Reddit and like see. If
I've been on Reddit.
It.
I've been on Reddit.
Okay, that's how you know you're deep into this.
Yes, this is
get
like
on Reddit.
This is my current ADHD fixation right now.
There you go.
I've been watching YouTube videos, going on Reddit, Twitter, everything to find out everything I can to make this work. And it also sparked an idea, which I posted about on Facebook. I don't know if you saw it, but we have karaoke bars, right? Mm-hmm. Why don't we have Rock Band guitars? Imagine a bar that has the Rock Band game, like they shell out the money to get most of the DLCs downloaded onto their system. They have all the controllers, so the drums, the guitar, and a bass, like the two guitars to play bass and guitar, a microphone with a stand. And you just get up there and you jam out to whatever song you want instead of just doing karaoke. You and your friends.
You're onto something.
And they've got like the big, like actual, like it sounds like you're on a stage actually performing, like those good speakers. Like imagine that.
If a bar had that, if a bar was like, Rock Band night, whatever, and let's say you sign up for karaoke, like you can, I don't know how the sign up would work, right? You would sign up for an individual thing or I guess a group and it goes through the list. I would fucking be so excited. I would actually go and like sign up to do that because not everybody likes to sing or do karaoke.
Yeah.
You know,
but you get that one friend who can sing. You get those friends who have some rhythm in them.
That would
and
be
you get them on different instruments.
Fun. Oh my gosh, I wonder if that exists like somewhere. It has to. Like at a random bar somewhere has to have like be doing it.
I don't know, but I think we should make it a thing. I think we need to open up a bar.
Or that's a good business idea. You have all the stuff and the connections and you can take it from bar to bar and host those.
That would be cool, yeah.
Don't steal our idea, guys. Because that's a pretty damn good idea.
Yeah.
Because bars would literally, like, the one guy I talked about at the airport where he was like, I host, like, trivia nights. Like, the bar doesn't have to set it up or anything. They just pay me. I show up and, like, host the whole thing, have the thing on the TVs, like, do the whole thing, and then go to the next bar. So I think bars are looking for that.
You got his contact information, right? He gave you his business card?
Yeah, I think it's in my wallet.
We need to talk to him.
Yeah, because I'd be like, listen here. What was his name?
Let's partner with him.
It was like Kent or something like that.
Let's partner with him.
Kent, listen.
We have a new idea for something you can offer in addition to trivia night.
Yeah. That's such a good idea.
But yeah, speaking of bars, let's talk about what we've been watching.
What does that have to do with bars?
I'll go first with what I've been watching to tie in the segue.
Okay.
So,
I'm like,
the It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia finale. Which that show is about a group of people who run a bar.
I was like, what is IASIP?
Yeah, that's It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So I thought that the season that was going on had already ended. And then I saw an ad the other day that says the season finale out tonight or something like that. And I was like, wait, it's not over yet? Mm-hmm. So I had to go back and catch up and watch like the last 2 or 3 episodes. And there was one comment I wanted to make about the finale, which I thought was really funny. So you know the Haktua girl? Mm-hmm. Well, they had their version of the Haktua girl in that universe called the Chakchua girl.
Okay.
And her slogan was, chew on that thing.
Okay. Ew.
And I'm kind of upset because they made her like hometown. Because this episode was like, it was the Golden Bachelor. And Frank, one of the characters, was the Golden Bachelor. And they're all horrible characters, like horrible people. And so like that's the whole, like seeing him on the Golden Bachelor is funny. Mm-hmm. he specifically requested her to be one of the contestants, one of the options. And so, like, on the lower thirds, it does, like, their name and then their hometown. Mm-hmm. Her hometown was Dogpatch, Arkansas.
Is that near you?
It's, I think, like, an hour away.
Okay, that's pretty close.
But, yeah, I know where it is. I've been there.
You're like, hey.
And I'm like, we don't have no Choctaw girls in our state.
You're like, that's not what Arkansas is about, guys.
Yeah. We're about... No, never mind. I can't say that. This is public. So, yeah, anyway. So I watched that. Peacemaker Season 2 started recently. So I watched the first episode of that. It was all right. They had this, like, orgy scene at the beginning. I was like, not a fan.
Okay.
Because it was just naked people everywhere.
I'm going to have to watch that show. Just kidding.
Dakota.
No, I said in Peacemaker, like, I've been hearing stuff about it. I'm just kidding.
The first season was really good.
I haven't heard of it at all.
And then last night, I went to the movies again. This is my third weekend in a row of going to the movies.
Oh, I need to go.
I watched Americana, and I was like the only person in the theater.
I'm like, what even is that?
So it's Sydney Sweeney, Halsey's in it.
What?
Paul Walter Hauser, and it's like a modern Western. It was really good.
I didn't even hear
It was really
about
good. And the thing about Sydney Sweeney for me is like, yes, she's got the looks, but I've never like really enjoyed her acting. I'm like, I don't think she's that great of an actor. Mm-hmm. But she was really good in this movie.
Yeah, I feel like she's got to step out of her regular type of roles. Like if you see someone do the same similar thing, you're just like, meh. But I didn't even know about that movie.
Really enjoyed it. Yeah. There was a funny moment that I wanted to talk about, but I forgot about it already.
Forgettable movie.
No, it was just the joke that was forgettable. And then also, you'll be proud of me. I watched a documentary.
I see that on there.
Yeah, the Biggest Loser documentary on Netflix. Have you seen stuff about that?
I have not watched it. I've been on Netflix because of the two things I'm going to talk about, and I keep seeing it's like #1 on there.
Yeah,
and I cannot believe you watched it before me.
Well, I mean, it just came out.
Still, I don't watch
like,
it like day of. There's a documentary. I'm like, it's coming out Wednesday, and I'm like checking every day, like waiting.
Yeah, well, I mean, I saw the trailer for that one a while ago, so I knew it was coming out, and I was kind of like excited because we watched that.
I used to watch that show, but at the time, you're like, this is wow, like such a good show, and then
well, so it feels like a smear piece, but it's like the documentary is made by the same people who made The Biggest Loser. Like produced by the same people. And so we're exposing everything. We've interviewed these people. And then Jillian, who was the female coach, she declined to be a part of the documentary. Not because she didn't have things to say. She definitely does. She's been saying them on social media. But because she knew that whatever she said, like the producers were going to spin it their own way, take things out of context and, And so she's like, I want to be able to control my own narrative like thing. And so she's been like on Instagram, like posting like screenshots of emails, text message threads and everything. And like countering like, oh, the producers didn't know about this. The doctor didn't know about this. And the doctor said that he wouldn't have signed off on it. But like, then she has like emails that say like, oh, well, he did. And like, she's like defending the show. Kind of. She's like, yeah, we did some things we probably shouldn't have, but like, don't let the people in the documentary who were a part of the show let you think that they were not complicit.
There's always shit going on. Everything can be a documentary.
Oh,
literally everything. Shit.
That's just life. Life
shows and stuff happening right now. I'm sure The Bachelor or Love is Blind, or Love Island. I'm sure in 25 years we're gonna be old watching documentaries. Love Island documentary. This is what was going on behind the scenes, and we're gonna be like,
Speaking of Love Island, I just saw a trailer for a show today. This is a wild concept for a show, but it's basically Love Island, but with a bunch of virgins who've like never kissed anyone, never done anything.
Oh.
People like me.
Oh. You know what? I would actually watch that. Are they regular looking people, or do they find like the most
They were like regular
best
looking.
physique, most plastic surgery looking
No,
people
they look
for
like
Love Island?
normal people.
Wait, what's that show called? Because I would watch that.
I
Because
don't remember. I saw it on TikTok.
that's different. Like, people watch Love Island because of like, oh, it's pretty people and it's like drama. But like that show, it's gonna just be like so much awkward, and you'll see like a lot of first interaction things. That's interesting to me.
Yeah.
Dang, we'll have to. Maybe
I'll find it. I'll send it to you.
Watch and talk about on here. Okay, yeah.
Anyway, that's what I've been watching. What have you been watching?
So I actually, I started up Brooklyn Nine-Nine again. I feel like I started it and then I stopped. Me and Justin are watching it together. He's the one that's like into it.
Yeah.
And it's nice to like, we'll get on Discord and watch like a 20-minute episode. But the show is like, it's just stupid. It's really funny. It's like, after a long day or something, you're just like, just throw something on. Kind of like The Office. You're like, just throw it on. It's not something you have to like, there's like lore, I guess, whatever you have to follow, like that's ongoing stories, but like you could almost pop into any episode and just be like, whatever. So just been watching that, loving that. And then I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunters.
You say finally, like we didn't just talk about it for the first time last week, and you actually watched something that you mentioned the week before?
I have been wanting to watch this since I saw it on Netflix. So it's been out for a while. Not like a year or anything crazy, but like a while. And I've been hearing nothing but good things. But like every time I see the trailer and I see it, I'm like, I'm just like not into that. Like I don't want to listen to K-pop. I don't like anime. I'm not watching it. But then everyone's just like, it's so good and raving about it. And it's like the #1 movie on Netflix and it's staying at #1 like the longest. And I'm like, is there something here? And then I hear people talk about it on podcasts. I mean, in person, everywhere. And I think it was a podcast they were saying, they were like, even if you hate K-pop and you hate anime and you hate all those things, it's still a good story. So like, since then I was like, I need to just watch it. I need to just see if everything everybody's saying is like true. And so I finally watched it last night. And I will be honest, the first like couple of minutes, I was like, oh God, it's like this. But the story is good. And the like animations, it's the same people that did Into the Spider-Verse. Okay. And I didn't know that. Justin told me that, but it's really cool because like the characters will make faces and it'll be exaggerated or whatever, you know, and I loved Into the Spider-Verse. It took me a while to even watch that because I was like, the animation, like I'm not really about that. Yeah. And then I finally watched it and was like, oh my God. So it's the same exact with this movie. Like when I tell you I watched it and I was like, I could watch it again. And it's crazy because I don't like movies, or I like movies. I don't like K-pop and I don't like music. I like singing. I don't like singing in movies, which like this did, you know, like musicals or whatever. Hate them. But it was just so good because the story had to do with singing and music. Yeah. So like it went along. I think you would enjoy it. Like, I'm not going to say it's like going to be your top favorite movie ever, but I think you would watch it and like be able to appreciate it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I really think so. Someone from that hates anime and hates music and K-pop, it was really good. Like 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 is a lot. You gotta watch it.
We'll see if I get to it.
If I'm saying it, like 10 out of 10 is obviously like Interstellar.
Never seen all of it.
And this is an 8 out of 10. Oh, goodness, child. What are we going to do with you?
Well, I have quite the list of topics. I came home from the movies last night. No, I came home from work yesterday, and I was like, I got to get all this out because I was ready to record. So I was like, I got to type all this out, be ready for the show, so I don't forget what I was going to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I was like rehearsing in my head as I was driving home from work yesterday.
I got on and I saw the show notes. I was like, oh, these must be the old from last week. And I scroll down and I'm like, he added all this to the show notes. I was like, well, geez.
Yeah. So, a few things to start off with. Kings Kaleidoscope had a new song come out. It's a cover, right?
Okay.
And so what was weird was like they posted a photo last week to promote the song, and in the location on Instagram, like you know how like it has like you can put like a location for your photos. It said Arkansas, USA. And I was like, what are they in my home state right now?
My home?
So the song comes out, right? It's a cover. Like the whole like premise of what they're doing right now for their upcoming EP is like covering hymns and like making their own versions of hymns. So worship songs. And so they like wrote like this whole like thing to go with the song about like the history of it, where it came from, who wrote it. Turns out the person who wrote it was from Arkansas. And that's why. Because she wrote it while she was living in Arkansas, you know, with her family, whatever.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it's a fantastic song. Literal chills, you know? Just amazing.
Sorry, I like that was in the notes and then you said it verbatim as I looked at it.
Well, it's true. So
it's giving PA like little like you like referred to the notes. You're like, I had literal chills. Sorry.
Okay, so also in the realm of new music that had come out just in the past couple days, Doja Cat had a new song come out.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So she's promoting she's got a new album coming out in a couple months. And I just want to say, Satanic Doja Cat, long gone. Sexy Doja Cat, she's back. She is back. Like this was the Doja Cat I've missed. Looks wise, sound wise. Well, like it's a completely new sound for her. It's very 80s sounding. Like I played you that snippet before.
That was her?
That was her. And some of her vocal runs are super impressive. Like there's this part at the end where she's just like holding a note in the background of the song. Let's see if I can find it.
I would have never guessed that was her.
Let me see if I can find it.
Damn.
Do you hear that in like the background?
Belting, yeah.
I was like, more chills, more literal chills. Like I'm gonna be in the car going,
and clip that for social media. No context, just that. That's it.
So yeah, fantastic. I'm so happy it's not, you know, the same, because like I was not a fan of that music, most of it, to be honest with you. Like I listened to the album, but I never went back to it. There were a few songs that I did somewhat enjoy and would like listen to. But with this first song off this new album, if this first single is any indication, this album's going to be on repeat for a while for me when it comes out.
When does it come out? Did she say?
It says, because she has the countdown on Spotify for it.
Ooh.
She's going on tour, but nowhere in America.
What?
She's American. In 33 days, 4 hours, 11 minutes, and 30 seconds.
She does seem like the type that would be upset with things going on in America currently, and
I don't think it's that. I just don't know if she's like hasn't announced her North America dates yet.
This is the time of year that people start releasing albums, right? Like it's kind of common.
Yeah, I mean,
like August-ish. I always feel like not everyone, but like ish, kind of common.
Well, also in regards to this song, right? Mm-hmm. So after the movie last night, I'm driving home. That song's been on like repeat all day. And so like that's what played when I got in the car and drove home. And I was like listening to it and like the 80s like vibe and everything. And I was thinking about like, because my brain works like this, especially after movies when I'm like very inspired in the creative realm of things. I'm like sitting here visualizing like different shots that could go with like, she already released her music video, but like, I'm like, what if I made my own? What would that look like?
I've done that. Yeah.
And so like, I'm imagining like all these like crash zoom ins with these old TV camera lenses and like zoom outs and like kind of like the vintage old look. So I was like imagining all that. And then I started thinking about like, well, short film, like what can I make? Like I could make something and I could maybe like include this song or this could be like an inspiration, which what ended up coming out of that was, mind you, this is like, I got out of the movie theater at 12:30 at night.
Yeah.
What ended up coming out of that whole like thought process was nothing like the song, like has nothing to do with like the song.
Yeah.
But like between the movie, you know, getting those, like, I feel like every time I come out of a movie that I like my creative juices are flowing. And so like from the time I came out, then the Doja Cat song added some to it. And then I started thinking about this other thing. And then I came home when I came home and I had this idea in my head. I sat down, I wrote an entire script out, a shot list and everything. It's all super simple. It's like and I'll just go ahead and kind of say what it is, like a journal entry, but like in video form. So super personal, super like honest. Like those are the kinds of, that's the type of like art that I really like, is like music. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about with Kings Kaleidoscope. I knew I had a lot to talk about with them. Anyway, we'll come back to that. And so like I was thinking about that. And so I like wrote this entire script. That's kind of like a journal entry. I came up with shots to go with it. Like I have this idea in my head. I found the music for it, like the music for the actual video, the music for the credits, and like there's contrast. Like it's gonna be phenomenal once I get it. Once I like actually sit down and film it, either this evening or tomorrow. But yeah, I'm like, and now like I woke up this morning and I was like, I don't want to do it anymore. Like I'm just tired. I know I'm sitting here talking about it to you, like the energy and the passion has once again returned. Like it's something about being with people. And that's also like slightly like part of the theme of the video. So I'm kind of excited. You'll get first access to it probably. Like once it's done, because I like to have people review it. And I'm like, look at what I made. All right, going back, there was more things I want to talk about with King's Kaleidoscope, and that had reminded me of this. So I was listening to King's Kaleidoscope, right? And I was kind of like realizing like throughout all of their albums, from their first album to what they're releasing now, like you can kind of follow along this whole spiritual journey that they've gone through. From the beginning, they were making music with the church, making worship songs like in ways that they wanted to on their own. The church ended up like imploding and like it's gone, like the church doesn't exist anymore. It's a big mega church called Mars Hill. They've done like podcasts about it and things. I'm sure there'll be a documentary one day.
Ooh,
anyway,
yay.
So like they left that church before it imploded, right? Kind of started doing their own thing. And like the entire time it's been the lead man, like he's super honest and like raw about like the things that he's feeling and the things that he's going through and like his views on faith in the moment. And so like in their second album, they actually got banned from being sold at Lifeway, which was one of the biggest Christian bookstore retailers in America. Like they have like all the books, they had a huge music selection back in the day. They don't have physical stores anymore. And so like all their music was banned from there because they had a song that had the F-bomb in it. Like they dropped the F-bomb in a song. And it wasn't just like there was just one instance of it in that song. It was like repeatedly over and over. But like the song, like that song, I'm sure I've talked about it before. It's called A Prayer. Super like impactful for me. Because there was some like, I could relate to like what he was experiencing and like what he was talking about through the song and like the reasons like he felt that he needed to use that word. Anyway. And so like we go through that album and then they come out with another album called The Beauty Between, which was kind of a cash grab album, but it's kind of like talking about like what they see in the world today, how faith intersects with life and how we should be like treating people, things like that. Then comes Zeal, which is this point, like I feel like Zeal was like, it's like the peak of their music. And so it's like that the whole theme of that album is trying to reclaim that childlike wonder and innocence and like, you know, your passion and zeal for faith, God, and all things religion, right? And so that album comes out. Then they come out with Baptized Imagination. Right, yeah. I'm trying to make sure that I'm right in this order here. Baptized Imagination, which was a very introspective album, kind of along the similar themes of zeal. Then they came out with Kings Kaleidoscope, which is just a fun, happy album. And now they're back again to doing worship stuff, which when I went to the last concert during the VIP, he had mentioned that he wanted like his next album that he wanted to do with the band was a worship album. And so like seeing them go through this, it's like, you know, when something big like that happens, like the church that you were founded in, or like you leave a church because of something like that you start to reevaluate, you know, everything. Like you can kind of feel like this entire time, like the reevaluation process going on, the downs, and then, you know, trying to relearn and recapture the zeal of their faith, kind of doing it, but still like having like some doubts and things, to now being like back into worship music.
Yeah.
And like, to me, that's really cool. Like that's the kind of art that I like, is like that honest, like, we're not just going to sit here and make Christian songs that are going to be played on Christian radio, that are always happy, always this or always that, like always projecting like a personality and a persona. Like I want to be able to relate to you, and I want you, like the art that you're creating should be relatable, and should, you know, like all aspects of your life. Like it shouldn't just show like one side of you. So that's all I had to say about Kings Kaleidoscope.
You love them.
I do. I really, really do. They are by far my favorite band.
I could tell. Well, I know, but yeah.
Like, if you know me, you know they are my favorite band. And people will be like, I'll be like, oh, I'm so excited. I'm going to see my favorite band again for like the 6th or 7th time. Like at this point, like I've seen them so many times. And they'll be like, oh, who's your favorite band? And I'm like, oh, it's Kings Kaleidoscope. I'm like, who? And I'm like, you just wouldn't get it.
Yeah, I only know because of you. But
Yeah.
I mean, your King's Kaleidoscope is like my Billie Eilish, or me Billie Eilish. Like, obsessed.
Love them. Okay, so let me make sure that I have the right word here before I continue with this next topic. I'm sorry, I have a lot. If you want to like jump in with something of your own, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to my next topic.
Yeah, just jump into it. I'm vibing.
But I want to make sure I'm using the right phrase first.
I think it is.
Yeah, okay. What, hypostatic union? Do you know what that is?
Not enough to like explain it.
Tell me what you think it is.
No, I can't even explain it. I just know like the like realm of it that it's in.
What realm was it in?
I don't like being quiet. Just talk about it.
I don't want you. I just want to know like what you know before we go get into
nothing.
This. Because if you know what hypostatic union is, so the topic says hypostatic union and farts, right? If you know what hypostatic union is, you know that those two things like
do not.
How the hell do those two things relate here?
Yeah.
Right. And so this also ties into memeing. So.
Oh, okay.
Before we get into the hypostatic union and farts thing, I want to preface this with I co-admin a meme page called Spartan Luther. From the moment I created the page, like there was like me and my buddy who also runs it, like our thought process was because we were in the military and some of the things like we would meme about could be considered controversial. Like we didn't really want our identities and our personal identities being like attached to that. I think now I'm in a more comfortable place knowing A, I'm getting out, but B, like the things that we've been posting, like really, they aren't that controversial in the big realm of things. They're more, it's a super faith-based like community. We're getting close to 8,000 followers at this point. Damn. So we have a decent chunk, which 8,000 is not a lot of people in the grand scheme of things. But then I think about it and I'm like, if 8,000 people were in a room, I wouldn't know what to do with myself. Like that is a lot of people.
Is it growing still?
And so we've kind of stagnated. Like once we hit 7,000, it kind of stagnated. We've been slowly, like this past year, like, because both of us, we've been so overwhelmed with life. I haven't posted a meme on the page in forever. Like, I think it's been since the beginning of the year, probably, that I posted anything on that page.
Okay.
Just because, and like, he's been so busy that he also hasn't been able to post much. And so like, we're not feeding the algorithm. So the algorithm's not pushing us, you know? I mean, like everything we post still gets like hundreds, if not, and sometimes thousands of likes or reactions.
Yeah.
And we were featured on Not the Bee, which is Babylon Bee's actual news website. So that was actually really cool.
Yeah.
But I made this meme, right? And it was about the hypostatic union and farts. Okay. So the hypostatic union is the theological term for the belief that Jesus was 100% God and 100% man. Mm-hmm. So he was both fully God, fully man at the same time. And so I was in my car. It was yesterday morning on the way into work. All right. I was in my car. I let a nice, loud, satisfying fart out as I was driving into work.
Of course.
Like one does. And I was like, this is just a normal bodily function. And if God was fully man, he had his normal bodily functions, right? Mm-hmm. Like if Jesus was fully man. So that means at some point, and Jesus definitely farted.
Yeah.
And like, to me, that was like a hilarious, like it was a funny thought. It's a funny thought, funny realization. So I memed it, right? I made this meme of, it was a Skeletor saying like a random fact and then running away saying, until we meet again. And he said like, if Jesus was 100% God and 100% man, that means he definitely farted during his time on earth. And like me, like this is just a stupid little meme. I thought it was funny. So I posted it, expected a few laugh reactions. What I did not expect out of this though, was for in the comment section for there to be theological debates on whether Jesus farted or not.
Wait, because it's a normal function. Like a lot of people see farts as like negative or gross or like those things, but like
not
your
us.
body
Farts
naturally, no, farts are always funny, but like your body naturally like does that. Like even if like, you can hold it in, but like if you're going to go to the bathroom and you're like pushing and you're doing a poo-poo, a fart could come out. Like you're going to fart.
Like there's no way around it. Like someone was trying to say like farts are like a result of sin, like sin being in the world. And like and I was like, what are you talking about? That's like, I Googled it, like I looked it up and like farts, like the gas from farts is byproducts of your body digesting the food and your body breaking it down. Like it's just a natural
ever heard
byproduct.
Of broccoli farts? And
so
broccoli
like
is
even
naturally grown. Like,
and this person was like, Jesus was perfect, so he would have eaten the perfect diet. He would have had the perfect body, like to digest everything perfectly. And I was like, what are you talking about? He still would have farted. And so like the fact that there were theological debates in the comment section about whether or not Jesus farted, one of the most absurd things that I think has ever I've ever come across in my life. We got a lot of interaction about this. So I want to go through some of the comments here that I screenshotted. There was one actual, I would say valid, like obviously this guy is wrong in his theological views and he's kind of spouting some heresy. But like it wasn't like an outlandish theological debate. He said, how can you be 100% man, 100% God? The math doesn't math. At best, he could be 50-50 maybe. And like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's God. He does whatever he wants. Like, and then like another good analogy is like a grape is 100% a plant and 100% a fruit. Mm-hmm. So that was like, I was like, okay, that's, that makes sense. Like I could see someone, that wasn't the point of the meme at all, but
yeah,
sure, pop off. And so someone commented, Mary, however, ... Mary being the mother of Jesus, to which I responded because a big thing.
Oh God,
was a couple of years ago, that we all memed about and made jokes about for for no reason other than just to be stupid was women don't poop.
Yeah. That's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still on that, right?
Yeah.
And so I commented, well, since women don't poop, I would assume that she didn't fart either. Mary being she.
Yeah.
Right. And then, okay, so here it is. So this person said, not necessarily, as he had no disease, decay, or death principle in his body. This means all of his organs function perfectly, including digestion. We have no one else to compare to how a perfect sinless body works. And that was where the whole debate went. And there's like, I think 100 comments in that thread at this point now.
God.
And so I decided, you know what? I'll respond. I'll take the bait here. And like, so I'll just read my response to this. There was more responses and I said some other things, but this one was my favorite. I said, gas is a natural byproduct of our bodies digesting food. Even with the perfect diet, you will still pass gas. Ergo, Jesus definitely farted. Personally, I think God created us with this function because he thought farts were funny, just like we all do. Like he thought it was funny. So he said, we're going to make them with this and they're going to think it's funny too.
Yeah.
And then I signed off as, you know, which side of, because our page, we have 2 admins and one's Sparty B and one's Sparty P. I'm not going to tell you which one I am, but I signed off with mine. And if you read it, you probably know now. And I said, also, you're debating if Jesus farted under a meme. Think about that for a second.
Literally. That
like, it
right
is
there.
not that serious. And then there were a lot of comments about like, oh, well, what did Jesus say when he came out of the bathroom? Holy crap.
Dad jokes.
And I was like, well, these are stupid. And then, so this, I got another topic that this is going to tie into here. So I was like talking with AI, you know, talking with my buddy ChatGPT, and I sent him the meme and I said, is this funny? This was before I posted it because I was like, I want to make sure this is funny before I post it. He's like, yeah, this is funny, blah, blah. And, you know, AI, the hype man that they are.
Yeah.
Right? This is funny, whatever. He's like, do you want me to break down why I think why it's funny? And I was like, yes. And so I did that. And it was like, do you want me to give you more ideas of like funny memes in the similar vein? And I was like, sure. And then it gave me all these like ideas and I was like, these are all shit. Not funny at all.
AI is not
like
funny.
so stupid. And it got me to thinking again about like creativity and the implementation of AI. And something I struggle with as someone in the creative space is, you know, coming up with that base idea. But what I can do is if someone brings me a base idea, I can take that. I can say, okay, well, here's what's bad in that. Let's not do that. Right. And then let's add these things onto it to make it better to fit. And then like I come up with my own vision for said base idea. Like it could be something super small, like trees talking outside in the yard. I'd be like, well, I don't think trees should talk. And then blah, blah, blah. Like the juices start flowing and I come down to my own idea.
Yeah.
And so I've realized like I do use AI for like creative stuff, but not to like create the ideas. Most of the time I'll be like, okay, help me come up with an idea for this. And I'll be like, okay, here's an idea for that. And I'll be like, well, that's shit, but here's what we can do to make that better.
Inspiration is what you're using
and then
it for.
it sparks that inspiration, and suddenly I'm on my own, and there's no AI involved with the creativity process there.
That's how I use AI too.
But the problem is that people are just using AI to like, and they're like, oh yes, what AI said was good. We're gonna use that, and I'm like,
usually
no,
bad.
no. And that's horrible. Like we're losing people. We're like losing jobs. We're going to lose jobs because of it. But we've been into that in a past episode. Go back and listen to it. I'm sure you can find it. But yeah, that was kind of all the things I think that I can tie in together to those topics there.
I was going to say about AI, it sucks and it's not funny or creative because I used it the other day. I picked up a new class, a new MCF class on Wednesday. So last week was a week, but I'll go not really into that, but I'll mention it. But I was thinking, I was like, oh, we should do like a new like class, like mascot or whatever, right? Like there's like kind of one right now, but like we don't really vibe with it. We're like, let's think of a new one. So I was trying to think and I was like, oh, let me ask AI, for like some ideas.
Yeah.
They are so bad. I'm literally like telling AI, I'm like, this is garbage. You're trash. This is shit. I hate them all. Like, I'm being so mean to AI, but it's just like, they are so bad. It was like the spicy pickles, the atomic squirrels. And I was like, sound less like AI. I was like,
it is AI. Like, it can't sound like anything else.
It was just pissing me off, but I was like, okay, what can I use from, like, I was just having it make me lists, and I was like, maybe I can just pull from this, or it'll strike an idea that I'll like. It didn't, but, like, you know, I'm still working on it. But yeah, I never really just take exactly what AI says. Like, I've used it for some activities for some of my lectures, but like never exactly what it says. It'll like say one thing, and I'm like, I have an idea. But it's because it was like one word in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So
yeah, like usually when I use AI for creative stuff, it's like completely different than whatever AI told me. Like it just somehow sparked this train of thought that led to something else that I thought was 10 million times better.
Yeah, if AI was a person, it would be like you're kind of talking, and then you're like, shh, I got it. That's what your AI is. Like
they'll say like, and then I touched the doorknob, and you're like, shh, doorknob. That gives me an idea. Yeah,
that's literally what we do to AI. And if people are using AI for their complete thoughts or all of that,
get your own personality, man. Don't use AI. AI has no personality.
Yeah, just use it for inspiration, but don't use it exact because it's dumb.
Yep.
It's smart, but it's also dumb. But yeah, so I picked up a new class this week, and there are 17...
While you're talking, I'm going to mark off things that we've talked about, so that's why it looks like I'm looking away. I'm still listening.
That's fine. There are 17 Navy in my class. There are 6 Army and 2 Marines. No Air Force. Obviously no Coast Guard. Rarely get Coast Guard. So that's a, interesting mix. Barely mix. Got a lot of Navy. So yeah, we just kind of, it's been chaos, hit the ground running. It's just been go, go, go. I took a nap on Thursday, and I don't nap, I passed out. But even with all of that, I don't care to talk too much more about it. I kind of wanted to jump into our health journey updates. And with that, I have been active this week. I've been kind of telling myself not to overdo it, but basically with health and fitness for me, I'm I just got to show up, they say part of the hardest part about working out is for people, it's just getting to the gym. Yeah. And so they say to build a habit, they're go to the gym, go for 5 minutes, leave. Go to the gym, go for 5 minutes, leave. All you're doing is building that habit of going. And eventually it'll be 10 minutes. And eventually it will be I cannot continue my day unless I do my hour at the gym. You just have to build it. So basically what I'm trying to do is just show up. And I'm not always going to the gym. Sometimes I do a run. Sometimes I do whatever. But I'm I just need to move.
Yeah.
So I've actually been doing really good with that this week. Some running, walking, a little bit of weightlifting, eating healthy, even though I had pizza last night, but it was a cheat meal. Yeah. It was a small pizza, cheese, no dessert, no ranch, trying to keep it. So it was really good. But yeah, I've been eating healthy all week, watching my calories. And I use the Nike running app for a run, and it said something super super I ended up doing a 30-minute run. It was during PT on Tuesday, I think. I kind of did interval run, walk, run, walk.
It's one of the best ways.
Yeah, so I like those. Those feel good. Yeah. But I was I never started the Nike Run app because it's got some training in there for me to do, whatever. So I was looked at it, and it was just day one, just a 5-minute run. Just a slow 5-minute run. And I was already out there. So I was oh, well, while I'm doing this run walk thing, I'm just going to start that or whatever. Yeah. And it has a coach talking in your headphones, which some apps do that. And so I was whatever, sure, I'll listen to it for 5 minutes. And it was actually really motivational. He was just you can do it. He was the fact that you are out here running, you are on a run. It doesn't matter if you run for 5 minutes, 1 mile, 10 miles, this is a run. And it was just like, it just made all these good points. Like you have to, like some of it, people could be like, this is so stupid. Like they're like, you should be grateful to have legs. Like you're running. It's like you're flying is like what it's saying. And it's like, yeah, you want it to be stupid, but I was trying not to have those thoughts.
Yeah.
But one thing that really stuck with me was like, your run should be easy enough that at the end of it, you want more. You want to come back the next day and run again. And I'm like, the thing about me is like when I work out or run, like if I do it, I'm doing it to the best of my ability, and I'm going to exhaust myself. And then I'm, so I just
rolling on the
was
ground
like,
in pain. Like, I don't want to ever do this again. Why did I do this today?
Because I need to feel like it was like worth what I was doing. And I was like, that is such a good point. I actually used that in my lecture, one of my lectures this past week, teaching writing. It was kind of like, leave them wanting more, leave them on a note. So I've been just trying to think about that, like on my runs. Or today I was doing chest. So I actually did like, my chest, my upper body was like shaking like after. And I'm not doing like heavy, crazy weight. I'm just slowly trying to, work my way back in because I don't want to hurt my neck or anything. So I'm really working on form. And I'm telling myself like, you don't have to absolutely kill yourself in here. Like you're in here and you're doing it. Like that is all that matters. And like the weight loss will come from like eating healthy too. Yeah. And the movement. So, and then I was going to do cardio after that, but I've told myself, cause I'm like, do I want to, like, is that just, it's going to be hours of working out basically on a Saturday. So I was like, I think what's going to work for me is I have lift days and then I have cardio days. So then it's like, oh, today all I have to do is 30-minute run. Or it's like, oh, today all I have to do is hit upper body. Yeah. It's like less daunting. And eventually maybe I can work up to doing both. But I feel like I was at this point, I feel like months and months and months ago, my health journey, and then fell off and like gained a bunch of weight. So I hope literally with everything I'm doing right now, with the running, the walking, whatever, I don't care if I see results. I don't care how much weight I'm lifting. I don't care how long I'm in the gym, how long I run. I'm just trying to stay consistent. That is literally the only thing that I am struggling with, because if I can figure that part out, I will be perfectly fine with the rest. I know how to work out. I know how to do everything I'm trying to do. The consistency is what is killing me. So I'm trying to literally tell myself, just if I don't want to work out, then I'm just going to like do something at home and just do a whole workout. And I did the other day, I did a leg workout at home. Cause I've got bands and I've got some dumbbells and stuff. And it's cause I came home and my dog was so happy to see me and I didn't want to leave and go to the gym after like being gone all day. I felt so bad. I let him out of his cage and he was like so happy. And I was actually sore the next day from that leg workout. Yeah. Like, okay. And so, cause I really didn't want to like leave. And so I was like, okay. And then something I've also been doing, it's funny you have medication on here. I've been taking my meds. Oh my God, you know what's funny? What? I literally just, if you saw me look down at my watch, what I was looking at was a text message I got that said, Hunter Seth, your medication is ready for pickup at CVS Pharmacy. There you go. So I've been taking my meds consistently in the evenings or at nighttime now, which is weird. I used to try to do it in the morning and try to make it part of that routine. But I do feel like I have a lot going on in the morning. Like I'm getting up, I'm walking my dog, I'm feeding him, I got to make a coffee, I'm showering, I'm doing my hair, I'm doing my makeup, I'm packing my lunch. You know, so, and then if I bring it to work, I just won't remember. So I've been doing it in the evenings or at night because I know I have already eaten at some point too. Yeah. And in the morning, I don't eat until like 10. So, but taking my meds and then. So hang on, just to jump off of that little thing there. So for me, like for my meds, I take them at night because that's when it was originally like when he prescribed them to me. He's like, hey, take them at night. Yeah. There's a chance that could make you drowsy. I'm like, you just make sure you take them at night. Well, so what I think what I think they actually do is like they do the opposite and they kind of make me stay awake more because I've noticed like the later I take it, the later I stay up. Interesting. Type thing. Yeah. And so like I feel like I need to switch to the morning, but at this point it's been 6-7 months since I started.
And I've been taking them every night for that long that like it's part of my routine, and like switching it up, I feel like I'm going to mess it up somehow. And so like it just seems like, because it's already part of my routine, and like that's habit at this point to take it at night and in the evening.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if I took it earlier, and this is kind of, you know, awful sleep schedule is on there too. I feel like if I started taking it in the morning, it would, you know, like I would be more alert and focused during the day, and also be able to sleep at night.
I think you should try to, just to see, I don't know, in the morning. That could help a lot. Yeah, because, you don't be sleeping. You know?
I know. I was up till 3 a.m. last night.
Oh my God. I feel asleep at like 9:30 on a Friday night.
It's so often that I fall asleep at 3 a.m. at this point. But last night is because I went to watch a movie, came home, was inspired, wrote a whole script and everything, whatever.
That's crazy. I was so dead last night. Like, after I watched that movie, I was literally like as soon as I got in bed, I don't even remember being in bed. I was already asleep, like, immediately. And that kind of ties into that I've been journaling lately. Trying to, I know we kind of talked about it, but I actually do like pencil on paper. Yeah. Just because I've always preferred to like write. It's just something about it for me. And I think I told you in the last episode, because I was cleaning and I found a journal. And I was like, oh, I could write in that. And I found old notes from when I first got here last year, where I started a journal in that journal. So I was like, oh.
Let's look at how much we've grown since then.
Yeah, and some of the stuff I wrote in there, like, I have done or like got over or got through. And I was like, oh my God, look at me. So I was like, I'm going to start journaling in it. And I just do one page. It's really not that much. It's kind of like a smaller journal, like maybe like that. And so I've pencil, paper, and I don't really have time to do it in the morning because I've already got all that going on. So I'm like, I've been trying to do it at night, and I just have it on my bed, like on this half of my bed. So I've been trying to remember, but sometimes I literally get in bed and pass out. Yeah. So what I've been doing is, like, if I randomly remember, I'll do it in the morning. And I did it this morning because I didn't last night, but I think I did the night before. But I'm pretty sure I've been doing it like every day, or like if not, like if I miss a day, I do it like that next morning at like 6 a.m. So it still feels like, and then maybe I'll do it that night or that next morning or that next night, whatever. But it's been almost every single day. And it's kind of nonsense. Like, it's just like whatever I feel like writing. I don't tell myself like it has to be this, or it has to be good, or it has to be about that. It's literally like maybe how I'm feeling, or what I thought about the day, or like how, if I'm, you know, my health journey, or like someone said something that I really enjoyed, or maybe I'm stressed, or I was just like, this sucks, but it's okay. You know, like I'm just like writing a page. I don't know if I want to like let myself keep going, but right now I'm just doing like a page a day. And I don't know if it's helping. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but I'm just doing it. I don't know. Maybe it'll come a time where I'm like really, really down and I just do my, you know, everyday thing. And I'm like, oh, I feel better. Or that really helped. I didn't think about that thing for a week. I don't know, but I'm trying to, because they say, I think in therapy, it was like, do preventative things. Don't let the thing happen, and then you got to fix it. Yeah. Try to. So I think that's what I'm doing. But I've been feeling really good this week, so I'm hoping I can just stay consistent with it all. That's all that matters. Yeah. And I literally had rice and a can of tuna for dinner, and it was so icky, but it was like the can of tuna was like 140 calories or something, and it was like 42 grams of protein. It is insane, but it was not good. Not good at all. But I hit my protein goal today.
You after that dinner, meow, 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 meow.
I was eating it, and I was literally had the thought, like, because my dog was like sniffing it, and I was like, this smells like cat food. I had that exact thought when I sat down, but like the macros, like on the freaking canned tuna and stuff, are insane. Like, you cannot beat it other than just pure like protein. But I'm like, it was hard to meet my protein goal. Like, to eat that much protein a day But I'm like trying to tell myself, like, as long as I can, if I'm just being aware of how much protein I'm eating, or if I just make everything I'm eating have protein in it. So like the yogurt I eat in the morning has 20 grams. I eat a Chomps, like the beef stick thing. I love that for a snack. That's 10 grams. And then I just bought, the Quest chips?
Mm-hmm.
Did I end up buying them? Normally I eat like a little pack of Cheez-Its, like 100 calories, just something to snack on. But they have like Cheez-It Quest ones that are like 15 grams of protein or something. Or some chips, something I got. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do that. And then I eat a protein bar that tastes like a candy bar. Has a good amount of protein. And then usually my dinner is protein. So I'm trying to just make everything besides my coffee, because I tried to do that and it's nasty.
Yeah.
I try to make everything have like a little bit of protein in it. I don't know. I'm trying. I can't guarantee every day I'm going to be eating 150 grams of protein. Like that's just, it was like work and it's a Saturday and I had to but yeah, things are not too bad in the health realm, I guess.
Yeah. You want to talk about my health journey?
Mm-hmm. Did you have donuts this morning? This afternoon?
Shut up.
You did. I know you did.
So I think my biggest focus at the moment, so like I feel like I'm really far like behind the curve here of like health journeys are considered. Like you're like getting up there, like you're like, I'm working out, I'm eating good, doing all this. I'm like, I can't. If I was to try to throw all that stuff onto my plate all at once, it wouldn't happen. None of it would happen. I'd feel overwhelmed. Order food. It would just be a bad deal all around. So as you know, last episode we discussed how I ordered groceries, right? Well, I ended up getting that Monday off. And so for that Monday, I ended up meal prepping on Monday. I ate Chick-fil-A for lunch. It's kind of like last send-off type thing. Yeah. So I meal prepped and I had like these 8 large chicken breasts. I sliced them up, seasoned them up, cooked about half of the chicken breast, so I made like fajita meat, right? Mm-hmm. So it was seasoned like fajita seasonings. There was onion and bell peppers added into like when I cooked it. So I cooked about half that chicken with the onions and bell peppers, threw the rest of it in a plastic bag and froze it so that I could cook it again later and make the same meal again, right? And so while that was cooking, I made rice, drained a can of black beans, rinsed them out. And so I made like burrito bowls, like little fajita burrito bowls that were rice, chicken, bell peppers, onions, black beans, and cheese. And then I added some salsa on top. So I made 2 of those because I only had 2 glass containers, and I'm glad I didn't make more because I was definitely burnt out after 2. So I ate those for lunch Tuesday and Wednesday, and then for dinner those nights, I was planning to make the ribeye that I had, but I ended up just making the Totino's pizzas, which really, they aren't great, but their calories aren't super high. And so like if that's all I eat for dinner, then
and you're not ordering food.
Yeah,
so
I'm not
it's
ordering
like a step. Yeah.
It's a financial thing as well. Well, and then Thursday, like as I was leaving work on Wednesday, I was like, I'm sick and tired of these fajita bowls right now. I need something else. And so as we were leaving work, I was like talking to one of my coworkers, and I was like, hey, what are we doing for lunch tomorrow? I'm not bringing food in. And so we ended up going to, so this was Thursday. This was the same day I got Rock Band, right? And so Thursday, I ended up getting Shake Shack. Right? So I had my burger, my fries, and then instead of getting a milkshake, I got a drink. Because normally I get a milkshake when I'm at Shake Shack. And, we're working to be better. Right? Okay. So I eat my Shake Shack, right? Come home that night, rock out to Rock Band. Don't even consider food until like 10:30, right? And by this point, I'm hungry again. I'm looking at my calories. I'm looking at the active time that I had for that day. And I was like, you know what? I can stand to eat something else instead of cooking at 10:30. So I ordered Taco Bell. But instead of ordering the same huge order that I normally get, I dialed it down.
Outing yourself.
I got less things. Well, so we're talking baby steps here.
Yeah.
So I got less things to
That's
talk
good.
about than I usually get. Friday, which was yesterday. So yesterday was fun because I was supposed to leave work to go deliver some stuff to a smaller station that's about an hour and a half away around lunchtime. So I was planning to leave, grab something on my way out, and then head up there, come home, and, do my things for the night. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't end up being able to travel out there because I was waiting for something and it didn't get approved that day. So I skipped lunch, not because I wanted to, but because I was planning to leave and go get lunch.
Yeah.
And the time that I was going to, the stuff didn't get approved in time for me to leave by then.
Yeah.
So I didn't end up eating lunch. And by the time I get off work, I was starving.
Yeah.
Absolutely starving. And so I was like, screw it. We're going to McDonald's. But hear me out. So there's been a couple times on social media, it's been quite a few times that I've seen this that says that if you eat 2 burgers, it's healthier than ordering a burger and fries.
Yeah.
So going through the McDonald's drive-thru, what I ate, I'm sure this had decent macros, was 2 triple cheeseburgers, just meat, cheese, and bun. So nothing extra on it besides the meat, cheese, and bun. So 6 patties and 4 slices of cheese with 2 whole buns, right?
Yeah.
Just that and a sweet tea.
I feel like that the macros. The
And like
protein in that-
it was super greasy, and I think they made my patties fresh because they were embarrassed a little bit because when I ordered, I was like, hi, yes, can I get 2 triple cheeseburgers plain? And she's like, okay, 2 triple cheeseburgers. And she didn't put plain. And I was like, okay, maybe she didn't understand what plain meant. Well, can I get those with just meat and cheese? And she's like, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying. And I'm like, I just want meat and cheese on those. And she's like, oh, you want a double cheeseburger? And I was like, no, I want 2 triple cheeseburgers. And she's like, okay. And I was like, but just meat and cheese. She's like, I don't know what you're saying. I'm like, all right. She's like, is there anything else you want? And I was like, yeah, get a large sweet tea. But can we make sure that the triple cheeseburgers are just meat and cheese? Because I hate everything that comes on the burger.
Yeah, that is so weird.
And I would not eat it at all.
I hate the fucking onions there. Disgusting.
And then finally, I was like, just meat and cheese. And she was like, oh, you want it plain? And I was like, yes. Like I said in the very beginning, I want it plain. And so she finally got my order right.
Yeah, I would not eat
And
it if it had
it was
onions
like
and
dripping
shit on
grease. Like my shorts from yesterday have like little grease spots on it from where the grease was just dripping.
it. Damn, that's delish though.
Yeah, and that's all I ate yesterday. Well, no, that's a lie. So I didn't eat dinner yesterday. I didn't eat like a dinner because I ordered that. I got that when I got off work. So around 4:30, 4:45 was when I ate the McDonald's. Mm-hmm. So it was like almost dinner time, but not quite. So I wasn't really hungry. And then I went to the movie and I went to the late showing at 10:20 and I ordered like a small order of waffle fries.
Yeah.
And that's all I ate yesterday. And this morning I woke up and I was like, oh, I'm hungry, but I don't really have breakfast food and nothing else really sounds good that I have in my fridge. I'm gonna order something. And I was like, but do I want like Chipotle, Taco Bell, or donuts? Chipotle obviously being the best of the 3 options considering like health-wise. Mm-hmm. I was like, I really want donuts. So I ordered donuts. I ordered 3 cake donuts. I only ate 2 of them. I'm the one sitting over there on my couch.
Yeah, okay, that's
But like that's all I've eaten
bad.
for today, and I'm not going to eat for a while. And when I eat tonight, like I have to go pick up my meds, and so when I go pick up my meds at Target, I'm probably going to grab something to cook for dinner as well.
Yeah.
Because I froze all my meat because I didn't want it to go bad. So now I'm like, well, if I take it out now, it's still not going to be thawed enough in time for me to eat it for dinner.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
So I'll probably grab some stuff for dinner tonight there. Not entirely sure what I'm going to make. I'm sure it'll be something delicious. You know, I always make delicious food. But so yeah, I think we're making progress. The baby steps, you know, we're making progress, and that's what's important.
We're on the right track. I did eat like a sleeve of Oreos also this week at some point. You know, like we have our weakness at like, you know, I wasn't perfect, but they were Oreo thins.
Yeah, like one of my weaknesses, what was it, last weekend? No, I think it was Monday, because I ordered Taco Bell on Monday. Or was it Sunday? No, it was Sunday night. I ordered Taco Bell. So after we recorded, I ordered Taco Bell. But that was because I felt sick during the day. Like I felt like I was getting sick. And by the end of the night, I was like really feeling sick. And absolutely, I was hungry, but nothing sounded good except for like something that was just mush.
Just let me get food into my system.
Well, no, like I was specifically just like looking for like something that was mushy, soft, and
already chewed.
Yeah, kind of already chewed.
Yeah.
And so I was like, Taco Bell.
Taco Bell
fits the bill.
Yeah. Every time I fall off of this health journey, it's because I get sick. In like my last class, I was sick like every other month, and I don't know what was happening. So hopefully that doesn't happen this time around with this class, but because when you're sick, you're just like, oh, like I'm hungry or I need to just eat something, but I'm not going to get up and cook and clean. Like I'm not going to do anything. So then you just start building those bad habits again, and then you feel better, but you're not 100% better. And then you just keep, and it's like the excuses that you give yourself to. You're like, oh, well, I'm sick. I can do this. Yeah. And then you're like, well, I was just sick last week, so I can do this. Well, I was just sick. So, and it's like, no. What I'm really excited for, and this is one of the topics, so that's why I was like, oh, let me I can tie that in. White chicken chili season. So like once fall fully hits, and like, honestly, that might be what I make tonight. And like soups are back on the menu. Soups are like super light, and usually they're full of like healthy ingredients for the most part. And so I cannot wait for the start of fall. And like for Only Murders in the Building to come back out, because it comes back out in September. Last year when that came out, it was like I was eating every time an episode came out, it was white chicken chili, tortilla chips and cheese, and that was like my dinner, like a bowl of white chicken chili, and like it was a phenomenal, cozy time, just sitting on my couch with a blanket, eating my chili, watching Only Murders in the Building. It's like I'm excited for that because not only that, soups and chilies, like they're hearty, they're healthy. They're easy to make in big batches so that you can continue to eat them. And then like if you don't eat it, you just freeze it, right? And then you pull it back out the morning of, and then you microwave it or cook it back up on the stove and it's warm again. And so it's super easy meal prep that like during the summer, like you're not eating a soup because it's hot, like type thing. So I wanted to tie that in because I did put that on the list of show note things. I'm gonna run through a couple of these real quick. Medication. So what I wanted to talk about with the medication, I don't know if I do want to talk about it. I will. So I had to schedule an appointment last week with my psychiatrist, to get my meds refilled. And he asked me the question, and it's something I had thought about. He was like, so do you want to stay on the medication? And I was like, I answered yes, but my thought process was like, there are times when I'm like, well, I'm fine now. Like, I feel like I'd be fine without them. And then I think even more, and I'm thinking about like how much things have changed for the better since I've been on the medication, just in my life in general. Like my music taste completely flipped around. Like before it was like constantly listening to sad music, slow music, stuff to make you want to cry. I haven't listened to like actual sad music. I've maybe listened to like a couple songs once or twice since like the meds kicked in. And I've just been a lot happier of a person since I've started. Like my mood's just completely better. And I was like, you know what? Maybe we should stay on it because like, I was like, because my thought process was like, we squashed the anxiety of the transition and everything. So I feel like we're good on that front. But then I look at like how it's actually impacted my life and like the things that the symptoms and the problems that were present before I even started talking to a therapist, like how that's improved. And I'm like, well, maybe this was a good idea just all around. And I'm just going to continue it. Yeah. And so I wanted to mention that. Okay. So this quote I saw. So as you know, I'm in marketing. Like that's kind of my job right now. And someone said like leaving my job at a decent hour because it's not life or death. And then someone in the comment section said it's PR, not the ER. I think I've heard that. And
I was like, I love that. I just need to mention that. Like, that's just a fantastic quote.
I do love that. I saw that when I first got on and I was like, Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a Kanye documentary coming out next month, September 19th, called In Whose Name. So basically, this guy got hired when he was 18 to film with Kanye. And this was right at the beginning of when he started going on his whole Christian era. Mm-hmm. And so he's been following Kanye since. He has 30,000 hours worth of footage.
Jeez.
He combed through to make this documentary that's coming out in theaters. And so I'm really excited to see it because it's going to go through everything from his mental breakdowns to
I'm curious.
Yeah. So I'm super curious about it. I'm very excited. Additionally, let's talk about this. So when I get out, I don't know why I'm talking about this. This is just something that's been happening. When I get out, I plan to kind of start up photography, videography business. Right now, name is Woodland Media. Been working on logos, revamping my social medias for it. Started working on a website on the back end. Hopefully that gets released fairly soon with prices and contact me so I can start getting a calendar built up of things. I've booked one wedding. But what I think is funny is there is someone who was at the schoolhouse with me, right? Mm-hmm. So she was Comstrat in the Marine Corps. She got to the schoolhouse a little bit after me. She was also from Arkansas. So we kind of bonded over that, became friends, right? And then we both went off to our own duty stations, did our own things. Haven't really spoken since, remained friend on Facebook, friends on Instagram, that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. I went to her wedding because she had it in Arkansas and I was home for Christmas when it was going on. So I went to her wedding and everything. That was super cool. But so she invited me to this Facebook group on Instagram called Northwest Arkansas List of Photographers, right? And there was this photographer who had posted hey, I'm getting married. It's a super low-key, casual thing. We're not going to have a wedding party. We're not going to have groomsmen, bridesmaids, anything like that. We don't want any coverage of the before or the reception. We just wanted the ceremony. We might want a couple group photos type thing.
Yeah.
And they were we're looking to hire someone who's in the $500 price range, preferably someone who's just starting out or who's trying to build their portfolio, in the beginning, so trying to build their portfolio. Mm-hmm. And so I opened up the comments on that because the wedding's in May, which is after I get back. So it'd be something that was feasible for me. Mm-hmm. And so I'm planning to comment. And I look, and there she had commented. She was I would love to do it. And she put some pictures of her work and sent the link to her Instagram page. And I was oh, I didn't even think about this. The fact that we're going to be competing in the same market.
Yeah.
Because she's out now. But so I was oh, I'm going to comment anyway. And so I make my little comment hey, I'm transitioning out of the Marine Corps, was a combat videographer while I was in, looking to build my portfolio when I get out in January. Would love to work with you. Here's my Facebook and Instagram, Woodland Media. So you can look at the other work that I've done. Mm-hmm. And so I make my comment, whatever, don't really think anything of it, start playing Rock Band again. And I get a buzz on my watch and I look at it and it's my friend Devin from, and she had texted me and she was hey, would you want to second shoot some weddings with me next year? And I was absolutely. I would love to. Because the wedding that I have booked right now is closer to the end of the year next year. Mm-hmm. And so if I can second shoot some weddings in the beginning of the year before that, build my portfolio, have that experience, it's going to be perfect for when I solo this one.
Yeah. In
I think October timeframe.
That's awesome.
So I was well, instead of being in competing markets, we're just going to work together and that's perfect.
Yeah. I was going to say you commenting, you were oh, well, we're going to be competing, but I'm it's still good to put your name out there in a post and have other people see it. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's great. The Marine Corps has given me this connection of someone who was able to get out first and create, get somewhat established and, have clientele that can, I can be hey, I need the portfolio. I need the experience in the work. Let's work together. And so that to me is fantastic. And I will disagree and complain sometimes about things in the Marine Corps and the military. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, it's definitely, if I was to go back and be would you do this again? Like I had that defining moment of, am I going to take this path or that path? I think I would still continue down the path that I went down.
It sets you up for the future, for sure.
So, all right, there's two more topics on here. Well, there's three technically. Do you want to talk about the third one here?
No.
Good, because I don't. Taylor Swift has an album coming out. We both don't care, but it was relevant, so she put it in. Yeah. We're not going to talk about it because we don't care.
Yeah.
But these last two, they kind of tie in together, so that's why I was like,
it's perfect.
Let's talk together on this one.
Fall. I mean, we just talked about fall a little bit. Fall is here. Fall is coming. And I think our next episode will be our fall episode.
Should be.
Okay. Yeah.
Should be our beginning of fall, hopefully. Because Starbucks, so my thought process behind that was like, once everybody has all their fall stuff out, like that's when it's good to go. Like we can actually do it. And so Starbucks, I believe, is the last one to release their fall menu, and that comes out on the 26th of August. So in 3 days. Dutch Bros had theirs come out. They kind of surprise launched it. Like they announced it on Thursday. It came out on Friday. I had the caramel pumpkin brulee drink yesterday. Phenomenal. Krispy Kreme apparently has had their menu out for a little bit.
What?
So they have their fall menu out. Dunkin' Donuts also has their fall menu out.
Dang.
And so like at this point, like, and most of the local coffee shops keep pumpkin stuff in year round.
Yeah.
Like it's just, you just have to ask for it because it's sitting in the back somewhere.
I'm so excited. I love fall.
But so next week we'll come in with our, you know what? Last time we limited it to just Starbucks, but I think for this one, fall drink, dealer's choice from wherever.
Okay. I think I already have an idea.
So you're not limited to just the Starbucks menu. Because I'm probably going to go to Dutch Bros because it's 5 minutes down the road.
Yeah. Dutch Bros is. I don't have one here, though.
But yeah. And so what comes with fall?
Football!
There you go. Take it away.
I mean, there's really not much to say other than we're starting up fantasy again this year. Haven't clarified if we're doing money, but I've gotten messages from people like, are we doing the league again? Are we doing the league again? So I would have liked the draft to be this weekend, but Joey was like, yeah, you should more playoff games. People could get hurt. So I had to push it a weekend. So I'm going to set it up this weekend.
Okay.
Probably like tomorrow, if I remember. If not, I'll do it sometime this week. Get everyone started loading in and everything like that. And then I think we'll do the draft sometime next weekend.
Okay.
So I was going to try to set it as a day and a time that like majority of people are going to be available. I know not everyone is, so I'm like going to try to work around it. But I'll be in New Jersey next weekend. I'm probably going up there Saturday morning.
Okay.
So I'll be up there for the draft. We'll figure out our recording stuff. But so excited for football. I love just having it on a Sunday. I get so excited. I'll make like buffalo dip or like I'll make something that I don't normally make. And I'll usually like crack open a beer. The windows are like open. And I'll just like be cleaning the house, doing whatever, and it is just like a vibe. And then like I'm looking at my fantasy, and like someone gets a touchdown, and you can like taunt someone. I'm so excited! I'm so excited. But yeah, football and fall and fun. I don't know. That was gay.
Well, I mean, fall. Fall is my absolute favorite season. So I cannot wait for the leaves to start changing colors. Like, that's my favorite thing. Like,
it started a little bit here.
The orange, like when I was in, because when we were in IMC, like it was like right at the beginning of fall, and I would be driving somewhere in our little in my little rental or in your little rental, and just driving in the back roads with the leaves changing. Just
I remember I was obsessed. I was like, look at the tree, look at that one. It's so orange.
Yeah, I mean, oh my god,
it's starting here like very slowly, like a couple leaves. I'm like, I'm so excited. So excited.
And like I love that it's that here, like, oh, it's already like there's the highest like high of the past few weeks has been like 85.
Yeah, I think.
And like the weather apps and the people are like, it's a heat advisory. And it's a heat advisory. And I'm like, listen, you don't know hot. If you're saying 90 degrees dry heat is hot, or anything from 80 to 90 in the dry heat is hot. You're wrong.
Yeah, that's not hot.
Like, I've lived in the South where it's humid and still gets up to triple digits in the summer. So the triple digits plus the humidity is just miserable. Like, and then I've lived in 29 Palms, the middle of the desert, where it gets up to like 125 in the summer. It's dry heat, but it's the worst. And like, I remember coming from 29 Palms to Arkansas, I'm like, I forgot that Arkansas, you know, it's humid and hot. And so when I stepped off the plane, it was super warm and humid. And I was like, can't breathe. The air is thick here.
You're like, I'm swimming. Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway.
Good weather is coming.
I love this weather. And I was telling my parents about it, like the weather, or like talking to my family. I'm like, yeah, it's fall there. Like, I don't care what they say. It's fall there. I'm like, yeah, like, cause this is the weather that like I associated with fall as a kid, because when the weather got below 90 and it started to be less humid, that was when fall kicked off in the South.
Oh yeah. That happens every year.
And like the feeling of the air, the breeze, the smell of the air, all of it has been reminding me of like what I think really was like the kickoff of fall for me as a kid. And that was in our small little town of 2,000 people. We had this thing called Ozark Memories Day, which is like a little festival day at they kind of host it like the high school. They have like live music, there's vendors. Oh yeah,
we would do something like that at a school.
And there's a parade in the morning, and then at the evening they have the band does a chili, like, so like it's like a little concert, and then they serve chili as a dinner for the people attending, and we sell tickets to like raise money for the band. And so like that's what this weather's, it's reminding me of that. And like sitting like as a kid, like the newer ones, like the ones the past few years, they've been in a different location, it's not been the same. But as a kid, like going to the amphitheater with my family, the little amphitheater, and then them playing all the bluegrass music and the local bands coming out and just playing like acoustic, like country folk, bluegrass roots songs, and like just sitting there and listening to that, and then getting up, going and getting like a taco from one of the places, or going to get something fried, and then coming back and sitting down, like hanging out with all my, like leaving my family to go run around with my buddies because everyone in the town was there, because it was like it's a big thing in our town.
Yeah.
And so everybody was there, and so I just go run around, find some of my buddies and play around. And like, that to me is the kickoff of fall. And like every time that air hits, like that's the memories that come to mind.
Yeah.
And specifically, like I'll be driving down the road and like listening to like some bluegrass-ish music, and like I'm transported back to then. And it's phenomenal. And I think that's another sign of like mental health thing here, right? So like nostalgia can go one of two ways, right? You can either think back on it and be like, damn, I wish I was there. You can think back on it with fondness and think on it and like, God, that was amazing. Like I'm transported back there. And like, I feel like beforehand, like nostalgia was a really like, oh, I really miss that. I wish I could go back and want to recreate that for myself. But now it's like, that's just a fantastic memory. And I'm super fond of it. And like,
yeah,
I'm so glad that happened. And like now, like the smell it brings me joy because it reminds me of that.
Yeah.
Like it's a different headspace that I'm in now. And like,
fall is just the best.
I think fall is also, it's just the best. And like this period in Washington right now is like the summer fall crossover season where it's still sunny, but it's fall weather before the rain and the fall actually hits. And so like this is like beautiful. Yeah. It's just fantastic.
It's
and so
exactly how it is here right now. The weather is like the high today all the way for the next 2 weeks. Like today and tomorrow the high is 82. The high. And it's not that high again for the next 2 weeks. It's like 81, 77, 75, 80 is the high, like at peak at like 3 o'clock. And then it's 60s, is kind of like the low. And I'm like, it's beautiful. Like I take my dog out, like it's warm. Like I'm not cold. It's warm, but it's just like crisp almost. Yeah. Like I need to take advantage of this. I need to start running outside.
That's what like I'm in the same way. Like I'll be like outside, like I'll walk outside to my car and damn, I could have gone for a run today. This is nice. Yeah. Like, why wasn't I outside? Why did I just choose to sit inside?
Yeah. I took my dog on a longer walk too, like a 15, 20 minute. Yeah. And he's older. He was so tired, but I was like, it's nice out. We're going to be out here.
It's nice outside. Stop playing video games. Go outside.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, we've been on for an hour and 40 minutes. I think it's about time that we cut this one, bring this one to an end. Till next week, where we bring more fun fall madness to the
Not
episode.
even planned that one. Not even. Yeah. More fall madness. I don't know, whatever you said.
More fall fun madness. You can tell it wasn't planned because I stuttered over it.
Yeah, I know.
But thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Thanks.
Have a great week or weekend.
Bye.
Bye. What a stop this thing. Bye.